So, you know my name. Good. Because I know everything about you. Your darkest secret. Your ultimate weakness. I know you are Bruce Wayne.
What is up, everyone? RyFX here. Today I'm going to review the Hot Toys Batman Arkham City Batman. So let's get started. The front of the box, we just have pretty much a white box and then a picture of the Batman right there. It's not of the figure, but I think it's out of the game, or an artistic representation of the game. And it's kind of like it has some texture on it that you could feel right here. And then this just feels like a box all on the rest of the white area. And it says 1/6 scale collectible figure, Batman Arkham City Batman, Hot Toys Video Games Masterpiece Series. And here's the side of the box, Arkham Batman, and the back of the box. And this part right here, it has a texture as well, and the Batman itself, it just feels like the box. And we have our warning labels on the side of the box. See the city of Gotham right there, and it has that texture feel as well. We have the top of the box, then we have the bottom of the box. Whoa. This all feels like the box as well, just so you know. Then you have a window display all right here, and then you have your credits and that awesome menu screen that you see on the game, which is always so cool. And then you have your window display over there. And on the inside of the box, we have this backdrop of Batman's detective mode. And yeah, you can see all in red. And then the mini map up there. I'll get in a little bit closer. See detective mode processing, which is pretty cool. Nice little touch. Now here's all the accessories that the Arkham City Batman figure comes with. You get an angry face, and then you get 2 extra wrist pegs. You get a batarang, which is nicely detailed. Too bad in the movies he never uses one. And we have a line launcher, which you could adjust. Really nice detail on it. Then you get his grappling hook, which you could take out the hook part, and you could take out this part as well. I could get it off, and you could put this one on. It's really nice. Really nice touch on that. And now you have this hand. I thought it was an extra fisted hand, but it's actually to hold his batarang, because there's a little slit right there, and you just stick the batarang in like that. Really nice. And then you have 2 grasping hands. Really nice detail on these. So if you want him, like on the picture, he's like grasping a wall or something, or grabbing onto something, use these. Then you have a slightly open palm hand, which you could use with the explosive gel. which I missed by accident. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is the explosive gel. Then he has another one, which it can hold the explosive gel as well. And then he has this one for his grapple. Just put it in like that. Really nice. It holds on to these pretty well, so you shouldn't have any problems. And then you have another hand for the lawn launcher. Oops. There you go. And it's in there. Pretty tight. Really nice. And then of course you have this stand, which is just a crotch stand. Kind of wish they gave a dynamic figure stand so you could have him in a flying pose or something like that. And that's all his accessories. Now here's the Arkham City Batman figure. Hot Toys did an amazing job in the likeness of this guy. He looks straight out of the game. Everything from the cowl, the cape, the detail on the whole body, everything just looks absolutely fantastic. They did an amazing job with this guy, and just the level of detail on the suit. I'm really impressed with how much accuracy that they put into this thing. They pretty much didn't let me down in terms of that. I'm very happy with what is presented in terms of accuracy and likeness of overall the game itself. And the bat symbols is black, just like in the game, and the rest of him is as far as his gauntlets and his cowl and everything, that's kind of like a darkish blue color. It's not a black, but it's a blue, which is just like the game. And actually, I'm a big fan of the blue Batman color. I'm alright with black, but I've always liked blue for him. But that's just me. And then, of course, you have the suit. It was gray, which I prefer the gray Batman suit over black anytime. Hopefully they'll do it justice in the new Batman vs Superman movie. But yeah, and then you have his utility belt, which is really nice. Unfortunately, you can't move it. It's pretty much stuck there. I don't think that was a good idea for Hot Toys to do. I really think that was a bad idea, because you can't adjust it at all. It is stuck there. It's not moving, which in a way is kind of a good thing, but then you never know if something's gonna break or fall off. It doesn't feel like it'll ever break. It seems pretty much part of the figure. It's on there for good. But it would have been nice, just say you wanted to customize something, that you could take it off and maybe you could put some of his gadgets on there, like some people probably like to do. So that's unfortunate for this figure. Now, go into a closer view. He has those awesome long ears, and the likeness of him looking like the Batman from Arkham City is pretty spot on. He just has that really tough looking face on him. I'm really happy with how good they got it from a video game. Looks really nice. Very impressed. The level of detail here. really, really nice. Having a tough time spinning him around because of the crotch stand. But yeah, that is Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, from the game. Very impressive. Then we'll move down a little bit more. Now you can see all the detail for like the screws or whatever. That is for his armor. And his six-pack abs, and then some, I guess, different pieces to his armor right there as well. Amazing detail. You could see all the texture and everything in this rubber suit. They did an amazing job. I don't think this is something that could be recreated using a fabric. That's probably why they went with a rubber suit instead. Unless they went at full out plastic. So I guess I could see why they went rubber. But then again, this rubber does affect articulation, which I'll show you a bit later. Then you have his gauntlets. The gauntlets don't have much texture on it, which is kind of disappointing. I was wishing that they would have like a feature or something. You know how they have the Iron Man like hologram things that come with like the sideshow editions or whatever. I wish they would have something for his that thing in his gauntlet that he uses to talk to Oracle or whatever. I wish he had that. That would have been cool to have. So yeah. The detail on his gauntlets aren't all that great. I mean, they're okay on the bottom side, but the top side they look a little dull. It's not all that great. But I guess that's kind of how it is in the game. So I guess I can't give points off to Hot Toys for that. It's just how it is. And then down here you have his utility belt, which has awesome texture and everything all over it. Looks really nice. They just did a really good job with that. Too bad it doesn't move at all, like I was saying. Very unfortunate. Then of course his bat underwear there has texture all over it as well. Move down to the legs. Then you have more of the rubber suit, and his underwear is rubber as well. But of course, the belt is plastic. Forgot to mention. And this is part of the rubber suit. And then you have some parts of the armor, which is really nice. Go down to his boots. His boots have has nice texture to it. And a lot of detail. I actually like the detail on his boots a lot more than his gauntlets. Seems like they probably missed some detail or something on his gauntlets or something. And there's little bits of yellow. Very, very nice. Of course, on his shoes there. Now let's do articulation. There's some head articulation. You can look about there. So really nice side view. And then about there, this side. And then he can't move down. You can look a bit up. I wish he could look down more, but I mean up more, but too bad, I guess. So shoulder articulation, that's about as much as he goes, because the suit pretty much hinders it, and it kind of pulls it down a bit. And then this is all the way down, and then his elbow is straight as much as it could go, and then bend right there, and then the suit kind of pulls back on it a bit. You can really go right there, but then the suit pulls it there, and you can see this little bit of bunch up right there. It's not too bad. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much as other reviewers have been kind of attacking it. But I don't know, in person, or at least in the one I got, it doesn't look too bad to me. Especially if you look at it from there, it doesn't look bad. But I don't know, I guess that's just me. And then the wrist does 360. And then we have some bicep twist a little bit, but the suit kind of prevents it from really happening at all. And then we have some ab crunch. He really can go about there, but then he kind of pops back up because of the suit. And if you want to pull him back, that's about as much as you could get. So it's not really much. And then side to side, again the suit pulls him back. And then twist, you can't really twist at all neither. It's really nothing there, unfortunately. And then for legs, he does really awesome with the legs. The rubber here is not attached, so I guess that's why it does really well. The legs, you can do the splits, no problem. And then a little bit of twist, which there's some rubber somewhere that's hindering that from twisting, so that is quite unfortunate. And then his knee is straight, and then all the way back about there. Not bad at all. Again, the suit bunches up there, but it's not that bad. If you have him like that doing something, it's not really something I don't think I'd notice. In all the poses I put him in, he didn't look too bad. Now, ankle articulation, side to side, and then up, and then back. He does really good. Pretty much everything in the legs, he does pretty well. It's just his upper portion is pretty much the problem. Arkham City Batman stands around 13.5 inches tall at the tip of his ear to the bottom of his foot without the stand, and with the stand it's about 13 3/4 with the stand. And from just to his head, it'll be about 12.5. So at the end of this review, I gotta say they did an amazing job in the likeness. The amount of accessories that you're given here is pretty well done. I know Batman has a lot more gadgets than this, but they got the main ones down. At least the ones you're gonna use most of the time within the game. I wish they added more detail on the gauntlets. I'm not sure if that's Hot Toys' fault that much. By the picture there, it seems like they did exactly how it's done in the game. So I guess I can't blame them too much or fault him too much on that. It's just maybe they could have done something a little bit different in paint or something, just to make it the detail or whatever that they have on it, to make it stand out a little bit better, so it doesn't look so dull on those parts. So I guess that is kind of Hot Toys' part, but then it's kind of not in certain ways. So yeah, he has great movement in his legs, but unfortunately at the top half he doesn't have pretty much you know, much articulation going on. So if anything, it's pretty much the same amount of articulation that's in the Michael Keaton 1989 Batman. It's pretty much the same in terms of articulation on the top, and then this one has more articulation in the legs. Another thing, this is just something I wish they did, is if you're gonna have a cape in your figures, you should have two capes. One that just falls down naturally, and then another one that has a wired cape in. Because a big feature in the Arkham games is that you could glide with his cape. So they should have had a cape wired, so you could have it spread out, or with the rods like in the 1989 Batman, and you could have him look like he's gliding with the cape as well. Especially if you decide to buy a dynamic figure stand, so you could have him do that. Now, that's something they need to do with these cape figures. It should be a mandatory thing. I'm not sure why they're not doing it at all. And of course, having the wired cape, so then it looks like it's blowing in the wind and stuff. Every time you get on a building in Arkham City Batman, his cape is flowing in the wind. So that's something I wish they would have done, and they probably need to do right now with every cape figure. So this figure runs around $210 US dollars, and for that price I actually think it's worth it. Even though I kind of attacked it a lot, the amount of articulation is pretty much the same when you're comparing it to another rubber suit Batman, which is the 1989 Batman. It's nearly the same articulation and problems, and people praise that Batman like it's the best thing ever, which I love that Batman. I'm just saying that this one shouldn't be getting all the flack, which the other one has the same problem. So that's like, come on. And this one has a lot better articulation in the legs. You could have him bending down if you want to, pretty far. And it has the same cape pretty much as the 1989 Batman. And yeah, I actually believe it's worth this price. And you also have to understand that you're getting a much beefier figure compared to other figures. The other figures that are in the $200 range are a lot smaller than this. They're usually 11 or 12 inches, and this one's 13 and a half, as well as the whole body is just a whole lot bigger than your average Hot Toy figure. He's nearly double the size in terms of just, bulk on this figure. He's almost two figures in one for some of them. So yeah, he has a lot of bulk and weight to him as well. So yeah, to me, this is worth your $210 if you're interested in him. If the articulation kills you, then this is not going to be for you. If you're crazy about Arkham City, you're just going to put him in certain poses that you've probably seen already, probably online or whatever. I recommend that you get him. It's not a bad figure. There's just little, nitpicky things here and there. There's nothing wrong with him. When it comes down to it, it's pretty standard in terms of Hot Toys and how they do things. Yeah, they need to do some fixing, but yeah. If you're a Hot Toys collector, I'm still going to recommend them to you. The likeness is spot on, everything like that. It just depends on, again, the poses you're going to put them in. If you've seen online what poses you like, you should be just fine. If you want something crazy or have him do like that, you're going to have a tough time, or you're probably not going to be able to get him like that at all, which you most likely won't, especially since his head is turned up way more than this figure is capable of. So yeah, I'm still going to recommend him to y'all. It's still a great figure. I'm loving every second looking at this guy. He looks amazing. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that's my review on the Arkham City Batman figure by Hot Toys. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.